I enjoy traveling because I like to learn new things. For me, every destination that you visit gives a unique opportunity to learn something new. I've been fortunate enough to visit many things in the United States, including Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, site of the bloodiest Civil War battlefield, Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C., and the Holocaust Museum in Houston, Texas, which proved to be an emotional testament to the evils that men can do to each other. But I've always had a desire to visit other places outside of the United States. In December of 2021, I was afforded a unique opportunity to travel abroad by taking a 7-day Caribbean cruise where I visited Honduras, Belize, and Mexico. I will now explain to you why this was the best vacation that I ever took. Honduras was the first site of our trip. While there, I was able to see many different things I never thought I would. For example, I got to hold a sloth and a monkey after riding in the jungle through an ATV. But on the way back to the cruise ship, they told us that we want to show you something that the cruise lines don't want you to see. And while there, I was able to visit living areas that had tin roofs, and I observed children who were walking around in no shoes. But despite these conditions, the children seemed to be very excited to see US tourists. They smiled at us and they waved at us as we rode through their villages. Despite these oppressed economic conditions, the people of Honduras seemed to be very happy, content, and friendly. Visiting Honduras had a profound impact on me. Now travel with me as I go back to Belize. While in Belize, I was able to visit a natural rainforest. In order to get there, we had to travel through many mangroves. En route, we observed a large variety of wildlife and nature conclusive to Belize, including a crocodile that was hanging out in shallow water. While in the rainforest itself, we were able to visit many monkeys, different species of monkeys, and a unique variety of spiders. On our way back to the ship, we stopped at a local village to use the bathroom. Now, with all intents and purposes, I thought that this was a kind and courteous gesture on part of the tour guide, but I quickly realized that this was just a simple attempt to boost the local economy when we were forced to pay $1 to use the bathroom. Now, if we didn't have $1, then we had to pay what we had. At least it was more than if it was more than $1, because they didn't give you any change. So at this point, you were forced with two options: either you paid more than $1 to use the bathroom, or you just didn't use the bathroom. Now, let me tell you why Mexico was the most memorable experience for me. Visiting Mexico was the third and fourth final stops on our cruise. While there, we visited Costa Maya and Cozumel. These were by far my favorite stops. While in Costa Maya, I had an opportunity to visit the Chacaboan ruins. The Chacaboan ruins is an ancient Mayan settlement that dates back to 1000 BC. Like there are many Civil War battlefields in the United States, there are also many Mayan sites of ancient origin in other South American countries other than Mexico, such as Belize. While at the Chacaboan site, I was able to visit government areas, living areas, and sacrificial areas that were once occupied by the ancient Mayans. Now, the majority of the ruins at the Chacaboan site are in original condition. However, there needed to be restorations that needed to be made in the interest of preservation. While in Cozumel, I was able to go on a submarine and visit a dolphin and a manatee at a wildlife reserve. The submarine was a very unique experience for me. I was able to descend 100 feet below sea level and see a variety of fish and a stingray. I was also able to observe divers that were observing a ship that was intentionally sunk by the Mexican government in the 1970s. While at the reserve and visiting the dolphin, I realized that he was well-mannered and intelligent, which is more than I can say of some humans. The Caribbean cruise that I took in December of 2021 was the best vacation that I ever took. Visiting Honduras, Belize, and Mexico exposed me to different cultures, different wildlife, different history, and a different way of living that I would not be able to readily access while living here in the United States. It was truly an amazing experience that taught me many new things. I will definitely travel to other distant parts of the world in the near future. Thank you.